The first startup up is ActiveChat AI from US. Are you guys ready? Do you have the microphone on? Yeah. Cool. Very good.
Good luck.
Good luck, man.
Hi, everyone. Where do I see the timer? I was promised to have a timer. Okay, thank you.
Do you see the timer there?
Yeah, okay. Can you restart it, please? Cool. Do you believe that the right words said at the right time can do wonders, especially when it comes to sales conversations and closing deals? I believe they do. And this guy would definitely agree. For 12 consecutive years in a row, he was selling on average 6 expensive cars daily, 18 on his best day. No wholesale, no bulk orders, just expensive cars to end customers. He was definitely a king of sales. And almost every company in the world has its own Joe Girard. This person knows everything about the business, about the company, about the product, about customers, and he can sell so well. But the problem is that this person doesn't scale. And there are almost 25 million of salespersons across top 500 companies in the United States only. And by the end of the day, the only question that matters to each of these 25 millions is how do you get your customer to say yes? So meet Charlie. Charlie is the best AI salesperson coach that any company can dream of. And using Charlie is easy as 1, 2, 3. Charlie is listening to business conversations. Charlie learns the right words for every customer. And Charlie knows how to close sales and how to share that information with the rest of the sales team. Charlie is using the power of AI to turn salespeople into data analysts. I'm talking about a really big shift here. Millions of conversations are evaluated daily to find the right words and turn these words into actions. The script that you see on the screen is created dynamically on the fly, based on the previous conversation's history. Do you remember this beautiful lady? Emily was dreaming about a real good street prompter, ready to prompt the right words for every life situation. Guess what? Charlie is doing exactly that. This customer doubled their sales in the very first month of using our product, and we have dozens of use cases like this. We launched just a year ago and immediately made it to the #1 product in AppSumo history with over $500,000 in sales and 1,000 of active monthly users. Now we're doing another shift. From a chatbot platform that we already are, we're turning into a conversational intelligence solution, ready to compete with companies like Gong.io, Chorus AI, or even Einstein by Salesforce. We have a perfect team to do this. Each of the team members is absolutely best at what he or she is doing. We are together for 2 years, and we have done quite a lot already. So we're looking for 500,000 to help us get to our first 1 million of annual recurring revenue. I expect this to happen in 18 months. Drop me an email or talk to me afterwards. I will introduce it to Charlie. He knows how to unlock the full potential of any sales team. And trust me, he's a cool guy too. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Well done. Jury, one question. There is a...
How do you see the competitive landscape as the space is pretty crowded? So what is your unique selling proposition?
Not yet crowded. It's mostly Gong.io. It's mostly Salesforce, Einstein. It's Chorus AI and a couple of companies more. The technology is quite new, but we have quite a big difference. Most of these companies are focused on live support, on live salespersons, and on hints in the CRM. We can do this, but also we can automate these words and these actions as a chatbot or as a virtual assistant using the technology that we have already built. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well done. The next up is Zelos from Estonia. You will see your timer on the screen. Give her a big applause.
Woo!
Woo!
Hello, TechChill. I'm Johanna, and I don't have a clicker. Can someone click slides for me?
Clicker is here. Yeah.
All right.
I will pay better attention to this. Next.
Thank you. All right, I would love to tell you about volunteer management. The most powerful force ever known on this planet is human cooperation. And for decades, we have had a very straightforward way of cooperating with our favorite causes. Charities and non-profits run volunteer programs where people like you, people like me, can come in and help. And these programs are obviously challenged by all the changes going on in the world. The shorter attention span of Generation Z, the new ways of working that we call the gig economy, all of these changes are really rocking the boat about how things get done everywhere. And also, the volunteers of 2020 are becoming way more demanding towards their leaders about how things get organized. So here's a solution for your volunteer team to quickly self-organize. Zealous. It's an app that gives you a list of tasks that are super targeted, bite-sized, easy to start, easy to complete. So you can crowdsource any type of help from your own trusted community. For example, you need quickly an extra VC in the front row. You could do that with our app. Usually our clients are charities, non-profits, youth organizations, but also events and festivals. For example, we are proud to support the volunteer team here at TechChill. Yes, thank you. Zealous is free to use for small communities, and we have standard monthly pricing for teams of 50 to 500 volunteers. We launched the public product last October, and now, 3 months later, Zealous is supporting 300 teams and 3,000 volunteers around the world. And here's the people behind this success. Team Zealous brings together experience from the fields of technology, education, HR, and volunteer management, determined to deliver the best volunteer management app for the new generations. My ask for you today is a little task. We are all volunteers. You are a volunteer. You are a member of a sports organization, a political party, a member of a community festival. Take out your phone and send your coordinator this message. Tell them to get organized. Tell them to get zealous. I'm Johanna. This is Zealous Volunteer Management.
Thank you. Question.
Oh,
question from
questions.
the jury. Does anybody want to have a question, jury? It's on.
I can ask one. So in terms of the kind of sales at the moment, what's your sales process and what's your sales cycle, and how do you think about the go-to-market?
That's an excellent question. It is something that we're very diligently working on. So our first target audience is events, which means it is annual revenue. So you might have TechChill now, you will have TechChill next year. So yes, for us, it's hard to speak about monthly recurring revenue, but it's very hard to churn for the next year's event. So we have annual revenue. What we are doing right now, 2 successful strategies that we've found is direct marketing. Our target audience mostly visits Facebook, and the other one is cold outreach. Our target audience is not used to being sold to, so they love getting emails from their colleagues, as we are, offering them professional solutions. So our response rates to cold emails are up to 30%, depending on the source, and the open rates of our emails are around 60–70%.
Thank you. Give her a big applause.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next up on the stage is Oricon from Latvia. Woo!
Hello, my name is Alex. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Oricon. And actually, my marketing team asked to start with some joke. But I'm still working on it. And it's the main construction problem. They're still working on it. And we call it artificial work simulation. Sounds something smart, like? But construction industry 100 years ago used papers, journals, the pens. Even compared to communication industry, they've got only the pigeon mails. And nowadays, they've got messengers, video calling, Tinder. The industry evolved. And what about the construction? Still the same. Pigeon mails. It's why we are calling it artificial work simulation. I worked for 15 years in the different countries, in the different roles, and I've got sick of it. My projects lost money. It's the reason why we created Oricon, simple and convenient construction site software. I'm super proud that we are comfortable, reliable, and simple to use instrument for the companies who want to plan and control and get analytic data for decision and actions. We've got 3 million construction companies around Europe and 10 building permits per year. And how it works in real life, that is Bob. He's really cool site manager, and he's got the tons of employees, and he has to report a lot of things to their bosses and have to manage at the same time project. And for example, he wants to create a task. He have to go all these steps, but at the end of the day, unfortunately, they forgot about it. Construction industry delay for 80% because they forgot something. With us, of course, in a couple clicks, you've got a massive data that the company can use and to share this unique experience and knowledge and this unique project history with others. Simple, convenient, helping. And the funny part, number. We are B2B SaaS, we are charging a flat fee per project per month, and we are suitable for any size of the projects or the companies. And we get the freedom for 180 projects in 5 different countries, and 80,000 users know about us. Yes, we've got 15K MRR per month, but you remember the size of the market? 2,000 projects will generate for us 500,000 income per year. Of course, we've got our 5 years development plan, and we want to grow each year by 10 times, and we know how to do it. And at the end of the day, we want to announce the virtual site manager assistant. And it's possible only regarding my team. 1 year ago, we were only 8 people. Today, we are a multicultural team of 23 people from 5 different countries. They are professional in IT, marketing, sales, and IT, and they love what they're doing with us. We build the future. Oricon. Thank you.
Thank you. One question from the jury. Jury?
What's your differentiation with PlanGrid?
With the PlanGrid? The PlanGrid, they're using blueprints module. It means they exchange with the drawings, and they can make the comments, drawings, and exchange with that. We also got this functionality, but we are going more deeper, because this data, it's unique about the experience of each subcontractor. How many tasks, how many requests, the reaction time. We collect these things with the mathematical algorithms, present that analytic.
Okay, thank you so much. Give a big applause. And the next up on the stage is Loki from Turkey. Applause. Woo!
Hello everyone, my name is Ahmet Polat and I'm the CEO of Loki. Loki helps small companies to automate and secure their networks without experts. I started coding when I was 10, and I've been working on critical infrastructure in data centers, government institutions, and enterprises for the last 18 years. Every single time I talk to a company manager who needs something to be done in their networks, they need someone else to do it for them. Because it's too complicated, right? But what happens if you don't have experts around and you don't know what an IP address is? Almost 60% of all cyber attacks are targeting small companies, and 70% of them have no protection at all. That's because current solutions are made by engineers for engineers. Imagine you have a team of experts taking care of your company network and security. How would you interact with them? Just by sending an email like this, right? Let's say you want all the computers in your accounting department not to be accessible by anyone but yourself, or you just don't want this guy to access Twitter. It should be that simple. If we do it this way, I can do it in 2 minutes, even you can do it in 2 minutes. This is why we built Loki, the most usable security platform ever, for you to automate and secure your network in a way so simple that even your CFO can do it. With Loki, you can connect your company network from anywhere, monitor what's going on, and even create security policies based on your decisions without any technical knowledge and without any hardware investment. It's the perfect solution for busy managers, agile teams, and even for those control freaks who wants to get notified when employees are looking for a new job. We are focused to deliver this product to small companies with up to 50 employees, and we are working with internet service providers and resellers to achieve that. We have launched our product last month. We got 17 customers, and we have completed a successful POC with one of the major ISPs in Turkey. We aim to reach more than 300 customers this year. My team is highly experienced in cybersecurity, networking, and virtual environments. We are already funded by Startup Wise Guys, Synctel Innovate, and other amazing investors. Now that we're expanding into Europe, we are looking for possible partnerships with internet service providers and value-added resellers. We are not raising funds right now, but we will be in next 6 months. My name is Ahmet. I'm the CEO of Loki, and we are getting network simplified. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Jury, a question, please. I know it's a big pressure, but do go.
Hi, Ahmet. Can you tell us a little bit about the competitive landscape, please?
Thank you for this beautiful question. We have competitors. We thought that our competitors were traditional security providers like Cisco, Fortinet, and so on. But we figured out our competition is with no firewall, people who don't have security in their company networks. So our competition is with the adoption in this case. Is that clear? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Give him a big applause. The next up is Ubitrack from Bulgaria. Here's the clicker.
Hello, TechChill. Are you well?
Woo!
My name is Nikolai. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Ubitrack. Today, I'm going to talk to you about sports tech and the future of sports data. Now, this is the championship playoff final, a single match which determines which club is going to be promoted from the second division in England to the Premier League, the most prestigious and expensive national league in the world. Now, it is quite obvious that Aston Villa beat Derby County. And because of that, it is calculated that their revenue for the following season is going to grow from 85 million euros to 360 million euros. And why was that? Why did they prevail? Was it their attacking, their defending, or something else? Having reliable information and analysis is what makes teams improve. But all sports analytics is fundamentally based on raw data. This is where we come in. Presently, the most reliable solution on the market is wearables, but they provide only this much data, at best. No opponent data, no ball data, which is completely unacceptable for the most popular sport in the world where the stakes are so damn high. So we're going to disrupt it with artificial intelligence. We're implementing state-of-the-art computer vision algorithms on match video footage in order to extract all the data there is on the pitch. Both teams, the ball, even the referees. Because of that, Ubitrack will be the one-stop shop where sports analytics companies buy the data they need. A data mart, if you will, for complete, clean, and comprehensive data. We're going to do that in partnership with football leagues on a revenue share model where we take full responsibility for the data acquisition. This is a market of 3 billion euros and expected to grow by at least 30% a year. So far, after processing tens of matches and generating thousands of databases, we have proven that our approach outperforms the rest in terms of quality and abundance of data. This is the team that did that. Roman, Anton, Tanya, and myself, with the support of our advisor, Stefan. Now, UbiTrack is in a prime position to become a dominant force in a technologically lagging part of the industry. But in order to do that, we need your help. We're looking for 400,000 euros in investment and industry contacts in order to continue our R&D efforts, start onboarding leagues, and reach 50,000 euros in monthly recurring revenues. But this is just the beginning for us. In the very near future, there's going to be a billion-euro company which provides complete, clean, and comprehensive data sets across all sports. That company is going to be UbiTrack. Join us on our journey and help us dominate the data market. Thank you.
Thank you, UbiTrack. Thank you. Question? Yes?
Thank you very much. Can you tell us a little bit about your traction today?
Traction today, as I said, we have developed our algorithms in order to achieve very high accuracy, which is comparable with all the industry leaders. We're in talks for first pilot installations for next week, and for the beginning of next season, a full league-wide contract with the Bulgarian Football League.
Okay, thank you so much. Next up from France is Singularity Computing.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Hello, everyone. Imagine an engineer or an engineering team at SpaceX or Tesla who wants to build the next generation car or spacecraft or aircraft. To do so, they need to test, design, and validate their products using simulation softwares. So usually they use multiple softwares. One software for mechanical testing, another software for the aerodynamic simulations, maybe third, fourth software to design the shape of these complex engineering products, and another software for the thermal analysis. But the other problem also is each software of those are developed by different software providers. So at Singularity Computing, we are reinventing this industry by introducing the first multi-physics, multi-scale, and multi-system simulation software using one platform. And we call it Simulika. It's like an operating system for engineering, where every engineer can design, test, multi-simulation software inside one software. And also, by doing this, we are speeding up the simulation process to up to 34 factors. And we are removing what we call the machine part, which is half of the simulation process. And we added into it the power of artificial intelligence. So imagine virtual artificial intelligence engineers that will help a real engineer to redesign and rebuild the products in record time. We are targeting a market of more than $64 billion by 2024, and we are focusing only on three main niches: the added manufacturing, the cloud simulation, and specific applications like energy, aerospace, automotive, and biomedical field. You could imagine our target customers, any big or small companies working in any industries, ranging from the aerospace, automotive, to biomedical, renewable energy, and process engineering. Our competitors are mainly big players in the field, but they are not using multi-simulation and multi-physics software in one platform, and they are not powered by AI, and also they use the traditional methods that make the simulation process very long and complex. Our business model are based on SaaS subscription-based platform, and also we provide engineering simulation and R&D consultancy, and also we provide training supports for our customers. And until now, we have multiple customers from the R&D and from small companies in the engineering field, and we got many startup awards and incubation at the Amsterdam Science Park for the access for 2 years free access to the supercomputers. Our team is formed of 4 PhD projects holders. 3 co-founders noticed this problem at MSC Software, one of the biggest simulation providers and engineering.
Your time is up.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Like a machine. So, question.
If you had a limited budget, what sort of caliber of person would you hire next to that team?
Business person, in fact. Marketing and sales person, yeah.
Sales and marketing.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Give me a big applause, Singularity Computing. Next up is Verbot from Belarus.
Thank you. Yeah. So, hello, I'm Ina from Verbot. As you may know, the demand for new servers is constantly growing, so the number of passwords to be managed, kept safe, and shared continue to increase. Meanwhile, only 7% of companies can exactly name all the people having access to their servers. At Verbot, we provide the simplest solution to this, because now users are not connecting directly to servers, but they're doing this using our platform and their own private key. Verbot provides a single sign-on to unlimited number of servers, so that developers do not need anymore to remember unlimited passwords, keys, and settings for each single server. Moreover, every server owner can not only secure share access, but also can control the work performed on servers using one of our special features like screencasting or log records. Our platform comes in two versions, SaaS and Enterprise, so that every company, regardless of size, can implement it within several hours and continue to work, reducing to minimum their server security risks. The market is about $40 billion, so our potential revenue can reach $2.9 billion per year. And finally, meet our amazing team, having more than 10 years of experience in development, DevOps, and security. Happy to speak to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's take two questions from the jury, because you still have like 1 minute pitch time left as well. Yeah, go.
Great. Sorry if I missed it, but I'd love to hear about the kind of traction you have with selling to clients.
We have pilots. We have 21 pilots for now. Some pilots are paying, some not. So as we are working with bigger companies, with software development companies, we have quite long sales time.
And so what is the go-to-market for acquiring kind of these customers?
Can you be a little bit louder?
What's the go-to-market for acquiring these customers?
How do you acquire these customers?
So we are contacting software companies, big companies which have a lot of servers to manage. That's it.
Direct sales, basically.
Yeah, direct sales.
So can you define your ideal customer profile a little bit? I think you started saying it's software companies, but what sort of other qualities do those ideal customers have? Like, where do you see most traction or most pain?
This can be game developers companies, because they have a lot of servers, a lot of data, and they need this product to manage correctly and safely all the accesses.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. The next up is CXWeb. You're from Denmark. Denmark. Give a big applause.
Is this one on?
Yeah, I think it is on. Yes.
Thanks.
Go, man.
Thanks. Our climate is changing for the worse. Back in 2015, the world's most prominent leaders got together and signed the Paris Agreement, stating that by 2030, we as a race have to have altered the way that we impact our climate. Today, 5 years has passed, and experts say that we have to double or triple our effort in order to reach those goals. You can describe our impact on the climate as a big equation. And if you do so, our buildings and the way that we construct them are some of the major sinners. Not many people know this, but 20% of all buildings have deficiencies. These result in wasted building materials, higher energy consumption, and shorter lifespan of technical installations. Data show that if we would just apply the technical handover process called commissioning to our buildings, we would be able to reduce energy consumption and resource waste so much that we could lower the global CO2 footprint by 5%. Unfortunately, commissioning is expensive and laborious, so most building owners choose not to do so. We've solved that problem. CXWeb is a combined construction and operation management platform. We use machine learning and natural language processing in order to automate the commissioning process and make it feasible for building owners. We're software as a service. We already have paying customers, both public, private, and recurring ones. We have a growing data pool on which we're training our algorithms, and we started to build a distribution network which we can use to scale our business. Building owners are spending more than $30 billion annually on software for their buildings. This market is also growing by more than 10%, even if you average it over the last recession period. Such a big market has a lot of actors in it. However, we're the only one who has a holistic approach to technical management of buildings. We use the commissioning process to glue together building data throughout the life cycle of a building in order to give the best decision-making platform for the owners. We've worked together for 3 years, but we've known each other for 10 years. We even have a seasoned advisory board who are helping us with all the tough business decisions. The timing is ripe. 80% of all companies are focusing on climate action. However, it's only 13% of them who actually have the tools to do so. This is our opportunity. We're going to be one of those tools. Thank you.
Thank you. Well done. Question from the jury.
Can you tell us how you sell this today?
So we have 2 channels. We have direct marketing, and then we have a distribution network. We just started building up the distribution network 4 weeks ago, but we already have 5 partners in our network. So,
thank you.
Cool. Thanks.
Very good. The next up on the stage is NorthCoast from Latvia.
Thank you.
Go on.
Hi, everyone. Last year, there was a case in Denmark. Parents decided to take out their kid of kindergarten and requested to get all the photos of their kid and videos as well. They had such rights. What did it mean for kindergarten? They had to go through internal archive and get all photos, cover faces of other kids, and they spent more than 200 hours for photos only, when videos were still left. So huge amount of pain for small archive like kindergarten. But imagine what happens in other archives. Photos and videos, they are not searchable. If we think about media companies, we cannot find until we describe it manually. It's a huge task to describe it manually. The quality of it is not good enough, and faces are not found. This is where NorthCoast comes in game. We provide technology that performs face recognition in internal photo and video archive. As a result, we generate additional metadata which helps to find out more data, more pictures of particular people. But we are going one step forward. We are going in videos as well. Currently, videos are like a black box. You don't know what happens inside. We search within video. We show which people have been seen in video. We show for how long, who has been shown with whom together. We currently focus on media companies to save time on labeling to do it automatically, and on media monitoring, which is another additional revenue stream for media companies. Of course, we have competitors, large API providers and specific tools. We are different. At first, we set up NorthCoast integrating with existing system in internal environments, so no data are sent out of internal network. And we charge it as product licensing price with monthly fee. So far, we have achieved investment from Google D&I Fund and Oricon Ventures. We have first paying customers, including Postumus Group, which is one of the largest media groups in Baltics. We have a crazy international team with experience selling for media companies IT solutions, as well as PhD having IT scientists who really understands face recognition and artificial intelligence. We are looking for 220,000 investment, and we are as well looking for win-win relationships with startups and companies who do care about privacy, who has photos and videos, who want to search in these materials. So far, every face matters. Every face is important, and your face appears in many archives. These archives are not searchable yet. So we make it searchable to have the privacy for it. We make all archives searchable. That's what we want to achieve. Thank you.
Thank you. So, jury, question, please.
Can you tell us a little bit about your test set for your machine learning? How do you How do you manage that? How do you create that?
Data set creation, yeah?
The test set.
Test set. Okay, for test set, if we mean a real case, when we go within a company, for face recognition, there are two steps. One is data set, one is like recognition process. So the hardest part usually is data set. We are currently targeting media companies which already have their internal data sets for people. So when we implement, we use their existing, already trained data to feed in our algorithm. So when it starts working, it immediately can start to recognize people that were recognized previously manually.
Thank you. Give him a big applause. And now we have our final pitcher, Adak from Estonia. Please. Oh, you have a lot of fans here.
Good afternoon. My name is Caleb, and I'm the founder of Adact. Now, for more than 4 years, I've been doing gamification marketing strategies for companies such as Verizon, Volkswagen, Keurig, Caesars Casino. And recently, an Estonian brand approached me. They wanted a simple scratch and win card campaign. Their competitor had it, and it's a huge success. So we crunched down the numbers. It takes 5,000 euros, 6 to 10 people, and more than a month to work to create something like this. But I have this issue because I've done this before, the exact same thing, just with different visuals. So why would I have to do it again and again and again, the same exact thing? So we didn't. Instead, we created Adact. Adact is a platform for brands and marketing agencies to create game-based lead generation campaigns without writing a single line of code. And we've used our own platform. We use it to create those campaigns, and we can say it takes less than a day, it takes 1 to 2 people, and around 15% of the budget. And why? Because the results of such campaigns are around 16 times more higher. Higher engagement length, which means more conversion, and it means more brand awareness. Now, of course, we're lucky to have competitors. 2 major ones being in operation for around more than 2 years, now worth more than 150 million euros. We're lucky to be different. Because when we say that we don't write a single line of code, we actually mean it. Not a single line of JavaScript, HTML, CSS, while still generating a unique looking and unique campaign every single time. The market of 11 billion euros this year is growing at a faster rate than most other competing markets at a 36.2% growth rate. And we've taken a small part of it because just in 3.5 months of operations, we've already proven that we can sell it, and we have enough customers in our pipeline to reach 5,000 MRR by Q3 this year. Who are we? It's me and my technical co-founder, Jaak. And together we have more than 15 years of experience in this IT startup field. We have already had 2 key employees following the vision, and together we cover development, sales, marketing. So, together we are raising 200,000 euros so we can expand across Europe within the next 18 months, starting directly from Stockholm and Helsinki, where we already have those plans in motion. So thank you. My name is Caleb, and I'm the founder of Adact. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, ahead of time, lovely. Questions from the jury?
So as you develop the product, where will your defensibility come from?
Thank you. It's a good question. So defensibility comes from two main ideas. Number one, it's our expertise. I'm a game designer myself as a profession. We can make those decisions for the clients because we know, our team knows what are the correct decisions to make, so the campaign will be successful. Beyond that, as we gather more data, then our vision is to become a company that dynamically and in real time changes the campaign, attributes based on the data. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Very good. So, jury, do you have any comments? Did you like the pitch, all the startups?
Pitches are amazing.
Pitches are amazing. Any other comments? No?
The host is amazing.
Thank you so much. I like this kind of compliments. Very good.